guys, it's Caleb from Rockblocks. Today in the shop we have a 4th generation RAM. The install that we're going to do is going to cover the 1500 all the way up to the 3500 in the kit that we offer. This is our new V2 kit. So let's go ahead and jump into that install. The tools needed for the install is we're going to need a level, an 8mm socket, a Phillips head screwdriver. We just have it on this 90-degree screwdriver. You can also use a shorty. Something to mark, possibly for marking your inner hole if you want, and then a drill bit. This is a 5/16 drill bit, and that's the tools needed for the install. Here we have the front laid out. What you'll need to install your front is your front flap. You'll need 4 of the 1¼ inch washers, a couple of the spacers provided, an 1.5 inch number 14 screw, and a metal clip. Alright, so now we've got all our hardware set down and we've got our flap here at the front of the vehicle. What we're going to do is we're going to remove the 3 OEM screws from inside the fender right here. So we'll go ahead and get those out of our way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the provided washers and put them on the screws. Then we're going to take these and we're going to start mounting our flap. So we'll go ahead and put in the bottom one right here. And before I do that, we'll show you, these have an edge mark here to where if you haven't trimmed the little bump here, if you're having any issues or need more clearance around the plastic, you can trim that out just a little bit wider. We're just screwing these back into the factory holes. Then we'll take our 8mm. Get the flap snug. We'll make our adjustments. Check with our level. Get it to our liking. Then we'll snug all 3 of these down. Now we're going to take our drill and we're just going to match drill the inner hole right here, holding that up against our fender. Now with that in place, we'll take our 1.5 inch screw, put a washer on it, put 2 spacers behind the flap. And then on the back side, we're just going to take our metal clip and use that as a nut and then fully tighten that down. That's the front install. Repeat those same steps on the other side. And now let's go ahead and move on to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll need to install the rear is your rear flap, 3 1¼ inch washers, a couple of the included spacers, an 1.5 inch screw, and a metal clip. Now we're at the rear of the vehicle. We're going to go ahead, remove these 2 OEM screws. We've got all of our supplies here. We've got the flap, we've got the hardware. So let's go ahead and get these removed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take those OEM screws and put the supplied washers on them. Now we'll grab our flap and we're going to put those screws right back into the OEM holes.
I'm the man, I got the plan. When it hits the fan, do all I can, do all I can.
Take our 8mm, snug those up just a little bit. Take our level,
She lets her hair down. She drives me wild.
check our adjustment, make sure it looks good to the eye. And then before we fully secure it, we're going to go ahead and we'll match drill the inner hole. You may need to remove your tire. If not, you can always mark the hole and press your screw into it to make a dimple and then drill it from the inside. That's a lot easier if you keep your tires on. We've already got our hole pre-drilled, so now we're just going to take our 1.5" screw, put a washer on it. We're going to take the 2 spacers, put it behind the flap. Align that with our hole back here. And then on the back side, we'll take our metal clip and use that as a nut and then fully secure that. And then fully secure the rest of our screws. And that's how you install the rear. You can do those same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.
I've got to move.